Welcome to Narcissist Unmasked. Here we explore psychological patterns and offer tools to help you navigate challenging relationships and mental health topics. Today we'll break down the 9 traits of borderline personality disorder, or BPD, one by one, providing an in-depth understanding of how they manifest and how they impact daily life. If you or someone close to you lives with BPD, this video can provide clarity and help foster empathy. Let's dive in. First, let's define BPD. Borderline personality disorder is a mental health condition characterized by emotional instability, impulsive behaviors, and difficulty maintaining healthy relationships. It's estimated that around 1.4% of adults worldwide experience BPD, although this number may be higher due to underdiagnosis. BPD often stems from a combination of genetic, biological, and environmental factors, including childhood trauma, neglect, or instability in early life. Understanding the traits of BPD is not just important for diagnosis, but also for creating a supportive environment for those affected. The first and most well-known trait of BPD is an intense fear of abandonment. For someone with BPD, the thought of being left alone can feel unbearable. This fear might lead to behaviors like constantly seeking reassurance in relationships, becoming overly dependent, or acting out, such as starting arguments or threatening to leave first to prevent perceived abandonment. It's important to understand that this fear often comes from past experiences of rejection or neglect, creating deep emotional wounds. The second trait is a pattern of unstable relationships. People with BPD often oscillate between idealizing and devaluing others, a phenomenon known as splitting. For example, they might view a partner as perfect one day, but feel deeply betrayed by small actions the next. This instability can create a push-pull dynamic, making relationships challenging for both parties involved. Key insight. While this pattern can feel overwhelming, it's often rooted in the fear of rejection and a longing for deep connection. People with BPD often struggle with an unstable sense of self. This might involve frequent changes in personal identity, goals, or values. For instance, someone might feel confident and capable one day, but insecure and worthless the next. They may also adopt the traits or opinions of others to feel a sense of belonging. This unstable self-image often leaves people feeling disconnected or as though they don't know who they really are. The fourth trait is impulsive and risky behaviors. This could include reckless spending, substance abuse, unsafe sexual activities, or binge eating. These actions are often attempts to cope with emotional pain or fill a sense of emptiness. While impulsive behaviors may offer temporary relief, they often lead to regret, guilt, or further instability in life. One of the most serious traits of BPD is self-harm or suicidal behaviors. This might include cutting, burning, or frequent suicidal thoughts or attempts. For many, self-harm is a way to release overwhelming emotions or regain a sense of control. If you or someone you know is struggling, it's vital to seek professional help immediately. there are resources available to provide support during these critical moments. Emotional instability, also known as affective dysregulation, is a cornerstone of BPD. People may experience rapid mood swings triggered by small events, with emotions like anger, sadness, or anxiety escalating within minutes. These emotional shifts can feel overwhelming, making it hard to maintain stability in daily life. It's important to note that these emotions are deeply felt and not exaggerated or made up. Many with BPD describe chronic feelings of emptiness, a sense of being hollow, disconnected, or numb. This emptiness can lead to difficulties in finding joy or purpose, and often contributes to impulsive behaviors as a way to fill the void. Intense and sometimes uncontrollable anger is a significant aspect of borderline personality disorder. This intense anger, often called borderline rage, can be triggered by seemingly minor events. For instance, a person with BPD might feel deeply hurt if a friend cancels plans, perceiving it as a personal rejection. This anger can strain relationships, but it's often rooted in deep-seated fears of abandonment or feelings of inadequacy. Coping strategies like deep breathing, mindfulness, and journaling can help manage these intense emotions. Seeking therapy and support groups can also provide valuable tools and support for managing anger in BPD. Finally, BPD can involve paranoia or episodes of dissociation, especially during stressful times. Paranoia might involve irrational fears about others' intentions, while dissociation can feel like being disconnected from reality or one's own body. Living with BPD can be challenging, but help is available. One of the most effective treatments is dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, which focuses on mindfulness, emotion regulation, and building healthy coping strategies. Medication can also help manage symptoms like depression or anxiety, and having a supportive community can make a significant difference. BPD is not a personal failing. It's a condition that requires understanding, empathy, and the right tools to manage. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the 9 traits of borderline personality disorder. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Narcissist Unmasked. Let me know in the comments what topics you'd like us to cover next. Together, we can break down mental health stigmas and build understanding. See you in the next video. If you or someone you know needs help, reach out to a mental health professional or call a crisis hotline.